Welcome to 90 Day Fiance.
Three-way.
Three-way.
Replay.
All right,
Pew, pew.
episode 14. What is it?
Never say I regret. Always say I learned.
Oh, who's that about?
Yeah, did anybody say
Debbie.
that?
Debbie. She learned. She don't
She
regret being with
did. She did
Oussama.
learn. Yeah.
That was
She just learned.
that was real fast. I didn't expect Debbie to learn so quickly.
She got more sense than everybody else on this
I
show.
know.
She actually left. Everybody else would have stayed.
And she actually didn't accept his apology like most other people
I
would.
know. I thought that
That's
she would
true.
also.
She said Osama's not going to win. Debbie's going to win. And she was right.
Mm.
I choose Debbie. I choose myself.
And did you see her walking up into that restaurant looking like she was just,
Ordering a Texas mojito or whatever.
yes, with the absinthe? You got absinthe?
Do you have absinthe in here?
No?
You don't have absinthe? Like, I
All
don't
right.
think so, Debbie. I don't think they have that here.
You got a Texas margarita? I said Morocco.
Like,
Well, that's like,
I don't think they're allowed to drink.
That's
we got coffee and tea. Oh, okay.
that's
I'll have a coffee.
That's American MO though, right?
Isn't
They
it?
expect
That is
they expect
such.
every place in the world to have burgers and fries and McDonald's and everything.
You
But
mean
it
they
was-
don't have McDonald's everywhere? Because that's disappointing news for me.
But I don't know. They probably do. Come on. McDonald's everywhere. But the funny thing is that she specified with the Texas. It wasn't just like a margarita. Like, what the heck is it? I guess
What makes it
Texas.
what makes it Texas? Oil?
Is it the absinthe? Is it the absinthe?
Big ass margarita because everything's bigger in Texas.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes.
That's a good guess. We were just making generalized stereotypical guesses
Mhm.
about Texas.
I
They
thought
have
maybe-
racism in it.
Yeah, I was like, does it? I don't know. Have you guys have absinthe before in a drink?
Yeah. At the
Uh,
distillery nearby.
Oh. Is it any good?
Yeah, the way that they make it though, or they recommend you drink it, is to mix it. I can't remember what kind of cream it was, if it was milk or just cream.
Oh, I love anything with like milk or dairy or something. Oh my gosh, that sounds
Yeah.
good.
So they have you, because like absinthe by itself is like not really great tasting. And it like activates the flavors if you mix it, they said. So that was how we drank it.
so
Well-
go ahead.
Oh no, please.
The ingredients for a Texas margarita are kosher salt, 1 ounce of fresh lime juice, plus a lime wedge for the rim and a thinly sliced half moon of lime for serving, 2 ounces of tequila, 1 ounce of triple sec, 1 ounce of fresh orange juice, plus a thinly sliced half moon of orange for serving.
What makes
That's
it
it.
Texas?
Yeah.
Maybe
Orange
the
juice?
orange. Maybe the orange juice.
Yeah. 'Cause
Well,
I don't think
anyway, I
they
drink
usually
it.
have that.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'll have one of those right now,
You can?
Mm.
this weekend.
Wait, are we talking about Debbie?
Okay, yes, Debbie.
Well, basically Osama tries to he meets with his sister and she gives him advice. She's like, you better not let that ticket to America go. You better fix it. Better fix that what you did. And Osama's like, okay. Okay. And then he basically goes and he apologized to Debbie and he says, I didn't mean it. He's like, oh, I was angry. I didn't mean it. But she was right. Debbie was right when she said, you're like a loose cannon. I never know when you're going to explode. And that was exactly true. You just don't know when he's going to get mad again because, she didn't do that much to piss him off. Just try to talk to him while they're painting. And then she bounces and that's it. She escapes. I guess we'll never see Debbie again.
Yeah, that was exactly where I thought the story would go.
Right.
You knew that Debbie would give up so quickly?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I thought at the first sign of fire, Debbie would be like, I'm out of here.
Oh yeah. Give her a lot of credit. I didn't think she would. But
Debbie's
I'm
old.
glad she did.
Yeah. She's old and you know, she got much time left. She gotta take advantage of all the time she has. Is she the oldest person on the show that's ever been on?
On the season, I don't know about the show.
Right. I don't know either.
She's only 62, I think. I'm sure they've had older people.
Like who? Jenny? Angela?
Mm,
Angela's only in her 50s.
Okay.
maybe
Jenny is 60
Jenny.
something.
Well, what's
What about
Angela's? What do they say? Her biological age?
her biological age? I don't know. What's her biological age?
Your health age? I don't know. That's all I
What you
can
mean
think
like
of.
is she like 60 but feels like she's 24 because of all the enhancements?
I don't know. She does have a good sense of humor, so I guess maybe that makes her feel young.
Debbie has a lot of hair. Oh my
She's got like,
gosh.
and it's healthy looking. Like it's so bouncy.
Yes.
Mm. She got fairy tale hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
What's going on? What
It's
secret
like
does she
Rapunzel.
have? It is like Rapunzel. It's so thick.
Yes, it's crazy thick. That gives her a very youthful appearance.
It's true.
But after Oussama turned that switch and became like
A demon child.
yes, I could never look at him the same again. After that,
Mhm.
it's like wow. He truly changed his look.
Yeah, but not only that, it was like he admitted all of his lying that he basically just wanted to come to America.
Oh,
I'm
really?
so glad that his
You
con
didn't,
didn't work.
but you didn't fall for what he was saying to his sister? He said, no, no, I never knew that it was forever. I thought it was just for a little bit and then we'd go back to the US. And that was always our
No,
plan.
No,
I
that's a
still,
lie.
I don't want to be with Debbie just for the visa. I love her. You didn't believe
no,
that part?
no.
No one believes that. Not
Yeah.
Oh
even Jesus
man,
believes that.
Mhm.
I almost fell for it. Almost.
Well, I mean, if you were in Debbie's shoes, would you have entertained any kind of reconciliation?
I don't know. Maybe. No. Yes. No.
I don't
Okay.
know.
No.
She
No. No. No.
doesn't seem like there was anything other than them just talking for the last 3 years on like WhatsApp
Mhm.
to really build anything on. Like they weren't doing it for the last 3 years. She's not gonna miss. She's like not digmatized.
Right.
Well, I mean, she was her fairy tale ending according to her, though.
Yeah, but like she also said, I just want my friend back.
That's true.
So she's like she really valued their friendship more.
Mm,
Which I guess she could go back home and still have that friendship.
that's true. I think Usama pretty much messed up his chances of coming to America. Nobody's gonna bring him to America now. It's over for
There's,
Osama. You're gonna die in Morocco, my boy.
You'd be surprised how many
I
freaky
know.
deeky people there are on the internet who's
I
Oh,
was
that's
probably
gonna
hitting
true.
up
say.
right now and
That's
being
true.
like, if you won't come to America, boo, I got you.
Just drop me some poetry.
Exactly. Like, come on, just we can love will conquer all. Just write me some poetry and I'll find it. It's like the lyrics to Fast Car by Tracy Chapman. That's what his life in America is gonna be like.
hmm Yes, actually. I like that. That's funny.
All
And
right,
that's
so
the end of their story, of their love story, huh? No
yeah, I
more.
think I'm pretty sure that's it for them. They're done. And I'm
Did you
glad
enjoy their story?
I did. I had a good time because of Debbie. Also
Me
because of
too. I
Usama
loved
too.
it.
Yeah, it was good.
You really did like it, B. You really did
Yes,
like it.
I enjoyed all of it. Debbie, I love her going to meet the parents, getting on the camel, at the poetry session, the poetry slam. The cafe.
Oh God, cringe.
Pure
I don't even think
gold.
I've like watched that in full.
Pure gold.
I had to walk away.
Mm. I guess
I
we'll just
want
see them on
more.
tell-all. Yeah,
Yeah,
tell
we'll
all.
see them on the tell-all.
I want more of Debbie. I want to see more of Debbie. Bring her back.
She might
The
be on
new
the Single
man.
Life. Should we petition for her to be on Single Life?
Mm-hmm.
Who do you want to do next?
Why don't you go, Dylan?
We can do Kris and Jeymi.
Yeah, they're quite
It's
a
real
story.
awkward. Oh man, it was
Yeah.
like you could really feel how awkward it was through the TV, because Jamie's here finally back in Colombia after 5 long months, and when she gets there, it is like the most awkward reunion from like two strangers who've kind of like knew each other from years past and
Mm.
got acquainted recently. That's what it looked like. So both of them knew that it was going to be super awkward. They have a lot of issues that we don't know about what the issues are. Apparently, there were things happening behind the scenes in the last 5 months. So they just had to get through the night. And Jeymi missed, not Jeymi, Kris. Kris missed Jamie's birthday. So she wanted to throw her a birthday party. And that's when all hell broke loose, because Jeymi finally kind of has the time to unleash everything she's been holding, and she lets Kris have it. And so Kris walks away, frustrated about the whole thing, looking like they're about to get a divorce.
So who do you believe in this situation?
Kris is hard to believe, because she just has a history of like dipping on Jeymi.
Mm.
So I just feel like there were things that she was trying to avoid. Maybe she was resentful for, like paying for the rent and stuff, or not being able to work in Colombia. That
Yeah,
she
I
just
think
didn't want to go back.
with the whole money thing, Kris did say that she'd been paying the rent. She paid it twice and then she never paid it again. Um, I think Kris was trying to make it seem like Jeymi was freeloading, but Jeymi said that Kris told her that she would never have to worry about the rent, right?
And I feel like that's something an American would say.
Yeah. So that's Kris's fault for saying that.
Yeah, I didn't in the beginning. Kris told her to like stop working. Didn't she leave her job or stop working for that time period?
Which I don't think she ended
Apparently.
up not working. She did keep working.
She did.
But then, yeah, she did keep working. And then
Mhm.
recently basically just couldn't go back to work because of, I don't remember what reason, maybe an illness of some kind.
Mhm.
And then that was when her boss told her, you either come back to work or don't come back at all. And because she's Venezuelan, has not been able to find work in Colombia.
Yeah, I feel like I believe Jeymi. I feel like Kris set up the situation, and I don't think, you know, is Jeymi freeloading? I don't know. Maybe if she doesn't get her own place and like now that they're breaking up or something.
Who
2 or
was the
3
other
months.
Colombian from like 2 seasons ago, from either 90 Day or the other way? The one with the bald headed guy.
Corey and I don't know,
No,
Veronica.
no, not Corey. The bald headed guy. The really short
Bald-headed.
bald headed guy who dated that Colombian.
Oh,
Uh,
the one who
who
dated the
was,
assassin.
yeah, when he assassin and has like 6 baby
It
daddies
was
or whatever.
Mike and what's her name?
Oh my.
What's her name again? Mike and
Okay, 10 points to the first person who figures it out.
Mike.
Isabel? No, that can't be right.
no,
No. It's like a weird, isn't it like a weird
Jimena,
name?
Jimena.
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 Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Jimena.
X-Men. 10 points for Gryffindor. I
That
forget what I
that
was
was a
thinking
good
about.
I forgot about Mike.
So okay, this is why I brought them up. she was freeloading. That seemed like a
Yes.
freeload. Like she wanted nothing to do with him.
Right.
But
Right.
she
Jamie
was
genuinely looks like she loves Kris.
Yes, she does.
But Jimena was honest about it, I guess. Well, actually, no,
Okay,
maybe not.
being honest about something bad that you're doing doesn't make the thing that you're doing any less bad.
That's true. And she couldn't
Right.
take out how she was disgusted by him.
Yes. Oh man, I forgot. That was a great storyline. That was a good one. That was a good one. um, yeah, I mean, Jamie wanted Kris to come back sooner. She wants to spend time with her.
Yeah, she just wants to be her wife.
Yeah, she wasn't like, hey, just send me the money and I'm cool. She was
Right.
like,
She did not say that. You're right. She says it was more important that they talked more than anything because every time she would try to call Kris, she wouldn't answer.
Kris seems like an
That's-
asshole.
I know, and that's why I feel like I want to believe Jamie more because
Yeah.
Kris just genuinely looks like she wants to just cut out when like she doesn't want to deal with it anymore.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, she's like a flake.
Hmm.
And she
That's
probably
true.
promised a bunch of things and like, oh, I'm gonna do it, and then it doesn't follow through, didn't really care. But then at the same time, she's trying to portray Jamie as bad, which is what makes her look even worse.
I know. What a demon.
She would have been better if she had just said, you know what? I just got caught up and I'm not really too interested anymore. And
Yeah.
that's it. Versus
And
all
Jamie
of
was 100% right, where, Kris was giving X, Y, and Z reasons for not being able to come back. One being that her son had issues and she needed to be a mother to her son. But it's like, you're also a wife. Like, where was that? How come that's not as important to her?
Yeah, what did you think about that whole voice raising thing at the very
Uh,
end?
It seemed like every time someone like storms out like that walking, there seems to be something that they don't want to confront, like a truth they don't want to confront.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's Kris was sort of like looking for a way to just get out and leave because I don't think Jamie was yelling even that much. Kris was like getting louder.
Yeah, it was Kris who raised her voice first because Jamie was talking really calmly. And it was when Kris raised her voice that Jamie said, "No, you get out."
Hmm.
Yeah, Jamie was trying to talk and Kris kept talking over her again and again. She's like, let me finish. Let me finish what I'm trying to say. Kris just kept, talking and talking. Yeah, Kris does not look good.
If you were to guess how the story would end, how does it end?
Oh, they're not together. They seem like they have like hate towards each other.
Yeah, they get divorced. I
Yeah,
think.
they're getting divorced for sure.
Yeah, from what I saw on the internets, it said that Kris was spending a lot more time in Alabama, but didn't outright
Mhm.
say if they weren't together anymore.
Yeah, I mean, for a couple to create that much animosity together,
Yes, that's what they
there's
have.
no way.
Mhm.
It's like Angela and Michael. Even though Angela and Michael are still together.
Are they still together? I haven't
I
looked
think
them
they
up in
are.
so long.
I think they
Jesus.
are.
Is Michael in America?
I think he
Michael?
is. Yeah.
No way. Is he?
Someone look this up right now. Fact check this shit.
That will be freaking crazy.
Michael and Angela.
Send a welfare check.
No, please
A
call
wellness.
Michael.
Is Michael okay? A wellness check on Michael.
90 day. Michael are back together after split. This was March 8th.
Not too long ago.
Oh God. Okay, so it says an insider tells In Touch, yes, I can confirm they are back together again. Michael did cheat on her and Angela got back with him.
Mm-hmm.
Frauds.
Mm-hmm.
After all that showboating on that finale.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right.
Was there anything else for Kris and Jeymi?
Nope. We'll see them next week to probably tie up their storyline.
I'm surprised that actually Kris went back. Are you guys surprised that she went back? I thought it was just gonna be like the end, like she wasn't gonna go back and show them like fighting over Zoom.
She did wait 5 months though.
Mm.
That might as well be a year.
I did like the shots of Colombia, like of her driving, or being in a taxi driving towards Kris or Jamie's apartment, and they showed
Mhm.
like what it looks like outside, like the buildings and everything. I was like, oh,
What city are they in? Bogota? Medellin?
I don't know. No idea.
I think it was like a capital city, like a big city.
It actually look clean and really nice.
It did look like a very modern, um, urban kind of area.
Mm-hmm.
Like developed, I mean.
All right, should we move to Johan and Danielle?
Wow, even worse.
Yes, although this
I
had
hate
one of
Danielle.
my favorite scenes. The one-on-one basketball with Johan and the friend.
Why
Mhm.
did you like it specifically? Boys
I don't know
jumping.
because it was funny because actually I was interested as to who was gonna win. I was like, okay, who's gonna win here? It was like a real match. I was invested.
Johan is such a giant. Like he towered over that guy.
Yeah, but
I
they
think
said that he didn't speak English, so they couldn't communicate any rules. So it wasn't like a real game.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like Johan was really shooting. He just looks like he was letting that guy shoot.
I
Yeah.
think Johan can't really shoot. That was the thing. He was just
He's a
tall and could,
blocker. He's a blocker, guys.
yes.
He gets a rebound. He's a rebounder, not a shooter.
Right. And if he gets close enough to the net, he could just toss it over, just like
Mhm.
because he's so tall, he just bloop, dump it in there. You don't need to
He's
communicate. It's just, one on
Dominican Yao
one.
Ming. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, exactly. One-on-one basketball. What is there to communicate? That's it. One-on-one. It was good. But what was the friend's name again? Um, Kaylin.
Eater. I have no clue, dude.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, so they start talking. He's all like, "Okay, I feel like we should get together. I should apologize for what happened." But I feel like he was actually just using him as a bouncing board for his thoughts on the relationship. Like, hey, was Danielle like this with you guys? And she's like, "Yep, it was just like that." And you know what? She's not going to change for anybody. No one. No one. She's gonna change. So and then Johan was like, "Okay, well, uh." if she wants this relationship, she's gonna change. And then the friend is like, good luck with that. And that's exactly what we saw when he went to meet up with Danielle later. She's like, are you gonna apologize? And I thought she acted, oh, she is so terrible. What did you guys think about this whole thing?
I only think that Danielle's a terrible person.
Yeah, I know, right?
You can just see the cogs in her head where she knows what she's doing is not wrong, but she will not allow Johan to have the same kind of things that she has.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just the kind of person she is.
Like she doesn't see any kind of compromise, and she thinks that she's totally in the right, like morally, and she can't see that she's not meeting Johan in the middle, because she thinks that what she wants is actually what's right. And it's just like, it's terrible to see. Like there's no, like, you married somebody from this culture and different perspective, but you're not willing to meet them halfway at all.
I know, which makes her feel like she looks down on him. Like she doesn't treat him well at all. It's like
Is
it's
that
like
unique
she's
to him?
better. Hmm?
Because I think
Mhm.
she does that to everyone.
Yes, you
You
think
can just see
so?
that that's the kind of person she is. Like
Y-
just from the time that she was fucking ordering a cake, I knew that this was a bitch.
Like, yeah, that's
This
so
was the kind
true.
of bitch that calls a manager on you because like you did something, you breathed wrong one time.
She's the ultimate Karen.
Oh, 100%, dude. She's
Mm-hmm.
Karen, fucking Felicia,
Mm-hmm.
Brittany. She all
Mm.
of that.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I think that's what makes it so terrible, her interactions with Johan. Because she doesn't even give him an inch. Not She doesn't talk to him with any sort of respect. And then at the end, she's like, in the last episode, she's crying at the table. You want to humiliate me. Like, hello, what do you think you do to him on a daily, on
Every
hourly,
day.
on a minute?
emasculate the guy. You
Yes.
emasculate him every chance you get, calling
Yes.
him, "You're my wife. I'm the husband. I provide. I'm like, dude, this guy has nothing at this point.
I know, I feel bad for him. And all he's asking for is like, can you put me like for once on the top of your, show me that you care about my thoughts and feelings when I say I don't necessarily want you to meet up with your ex. Like, show me something that you care about how I feel. Probably he doesn't even really care about the main issue, but the main issue is that she's not showing any love or respect towards him. So she continues to hold her ground. And at the end, she acts even ever before. And she's like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. Finito. Finish. Done. I don't want to talk to you. Oh my fucking God. You keep talking so much. You're still talking right now. I was like, she was so rude. Somebody needs to put her in her place.
Mm.
Johan.
Yeah, I wish Johan would divorce her.
Me too. I wish Johan would just turn around, meet some other like gorgeous, young, or whatever, beautiful American girl, and be like, you know what? You're not the only one. He could get somebody in a heartbeat. He walks
Johan is
around.
a high scoring dude.
Yes, if he walks around those resorts, all inclusive resorts in the Dominican Republic, oh, he could easily grab one of those tourists in a heartbeat. And that's what I want for him. I want him to just walk around and, just be with his a whole other lady.
Let's skip Danielle. Everyone, let's skip Danielle. I wonder what's going to be like on the tell-all, if people are going to like open her eyes to how wrong she is. And what's she going to say?
Hot
She's
take
very
prediction.
like,
she's just going to cry and feel like she's being attacked.
yeah, she's very like, I'm the victim.
Yeah.
And yada yada.
How do you think this is going to end?
They're going to stay together.
Really?
Yeah.
Johan he's really calm and he looks like he could take a lot. Poor guy.
Yeah, and where's Danielle going to go, dude? Isn't she broke in New York?
Yeah, and she owes tons of money.
Yeah, she's not going anywhere.
That is true.
She's over there in the Dominican Republic like she's like some rich tourist.
Right.
Excuse me. I bet you Johan has more money than her at this point.
I know. At least he's got
She's
a negotiator and she's got nothing.
He's a straight up scammer. That's funny. She's probably gonna make some friend at like the all-inclusive hotel who will pay for everything, and she like kind of walks around. She's like that person who forgets her wallet. Oh yes, I know. I forgot my wallet. I'm sorry again. I'll pay you back. Never does.
This was after she said that it's on her.
Yes, exactly. Oh my God.
Oh, it's on me. Oh my God. I'm so embarrassed, guys. Because she says embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah, and that's it for them. Oh, yeah, she's just the worst. I feel bad for Johan. I wish he developed a good, strong friendship with that friend and just ditched Danielle. And then they could go out on the town and, meet some other people.
I agree. Do we want to do Jen and Rishi like super fast?
Yeah.
So basically, Rishi goes up and meets up with Jen, and he actually tells her the truth for once without waiting super long. He tells her basically that the mom and the dad aren't having it because of her age. And Jen is like indignant, pissed. She goes off and she goes crazy. And to my surprise, she actually wants to end it. And then Rishi is trying to hold on. What do you guys think about that?
I'm glad that she had the cojones to end it.
Me too. I hope she actually did end it, because I feel like I still don't know if she actually really
Yeah, if we go to their Instagram right now, they're probably back together.
I think so. She's like, we can talk still, but you have to go because this hurts me. But we can still talk.
Yeah,
like,
you
oh,
have
man,
to choose me or your family. But even if you choose your family, we can do it sometimes.
So yeah, basically I think that's the end of that. I don't know if will they be on the next episode or is it the tell-all next?
One more episode, I think, before the tell.
Okay. What do you think is going to
And
happen for them on the next episode?
She goes back to America, tries to find
yeah,
Liv.
right. Yep, that's what I think. What about Mahmoud and Nicole? They weren't on this episode.
Mm.
What's gonna happen next episode? Is Mahmoud gonna be in America?
He it looks like he was actually trying to, actually consider it and move there.
I know, it's crazy. I this took an unexpected turn. I wasn't expecting that,
Yeah, for sure.
but we'll see.
Well, we got Big Dick Gabe.
Mm.
Right.
So it's wedding day and Gabe's nowhere to be found, guys. And supposedly the night before, we don't see it, but Gabe, his sister, and oh shoot, what's his wife's name? I forget.
Isabel.
Isabel.
Is it Isabel? I get confused if it was something else because we said Jimena and now I'm like my brain's all messed up. All right, just fix all that. So we didn't see from the night before that Gabe, Isabel, and his sister all went out to dinner. And she, I guess, was criticizing him again and stuff. And basically they had a big blow up where Gabe basically told her, "You're in or out. You're in or out of my life." And so the morning of the wedding, she tells him, "I'm not coming to the wedding," which looks like it's really affected Gabe to the point that he doesn't even want to move or get ready.
His sister's a bitch.
I know.
Yeah,
Like you
I
couldn't
agree.
suck it up for another half a day. Like just go to the wedding, say a couple words in the like reception, and then leave. Like,
But he didn't even tell her like, you're either in my life or you're not. He didn't even say that.
no,
They
he
just
didn't even
had
say all that. I was just putting that for dramatic effect, but he basically just said, like, stop commenting on everything that I do. Like, it's none of your business, essentially.
right, or like she brings up the worst in every relationship. Like she ruins all of his relationships. And I can see now how it is because she wanted to leave. What they were eating at some restaurant, and then the moment this is leave, and he's like, "Hey, let's hold on." She's like, "Wait, what?" If you feel like you can't tell her, um, that you can't speak to her and let her know that we're leaving, and you feel scared, then maybe you need to reconsider your marriage.
Because everything needs to be reconsidered. I mean, that was just tact, right? If someone's on their way here, you should probably wait.
Yes, exactly. It doesn't matter whether it's like your wife or your friend. It's just pure tact. Anybody.
Yeah, so she does totally act the way that Gabe described her, where
Yes.
nothing is ever good enough for her. There's always a problem in every relationship that she sees, and usually she's the one who stirs up those problems with Gabe that causes him to have doubts maybe in his relationships or make them go south or whatever other reason that there were. So it's really affected him.
Right, right. And I feel like he's used to that dynamic with her. Like she wants to be the center of his life too. Like she's like a drama queen, and she wants to be the center of his life. He can't have his own things, his own life, his own happiness. Like she has to be able to have that power over him. Like, oh look, I can, look what I can do. And at the very end, look, I can even do this. I'm not going to go to your wedding. What the hell? What's wrong with you? What kind of sister are you? You're fucked up.
That is super fucked up.
I agree. It's like just the whole thing of like, you should be able to talk to if you're afraid to. It's like, it's not that serious. It's not like a relationship make or break type of issue. It's like, yeah, what you're saying, it's just like within the context of what we're doing right now, let's just be nice and not be rude. But she tries to make it like as if it's, you need to reevaluate who you're with. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right. You know what I liked, what I remembered too about the last episode when Isabel was talking to her and she's like, "Man, you really don't know anything. You don't know me at all." And she looks at Gabe and she's like, "I guess you guys," Isabel's like, "I guess you guys aren't really as close as I thought you were." Which is true. I think
Yeah.
Gabe learned to distance himself from his sister because she's some
Or
crazy
at
bitch.
least for the purposes of like the relationships he's in, he would prefer to not have that discussion with her because of this past history
Hmm.
where she interferes. They
Yeah,
might be close in anywhere like every other way as
Mm,
siblings are, but if it's like that's the topic, then I could see why Gabe wouldn't want to be sharing details, like intimate details of like his plans and his goals.
no, if that's the case, then like that's not being close, and that makes Gabe pull away, right? And I mean, how could you be close with like a sibling if they're constantly, they just want you to be, I don't know, unhappy? Does she just want him? She just wants her, like, I feel like herself to be the center of Gabe's life.
I agree.
She has a boyfriend or husband.
It's like she needs a thing. Like, Gabe has the trans thing and she doesn't have a thing.
Uh huh.
She kind of wants a thing.
Mm,
It's like, okay, I can't get it that way, so I'm just gonna make up shit and be temperamental and be
Yeah.
crazy.
That's her thing, is being a
Hmm.
massive fucking see you next Tuesday.
Which is what we've noticed, what it seems like when Gabe is talking to his mom, because his mom's kind of like, well, you know how she is. Let's just
Yeah, it
deal
seems
with it
like
and move on.
their mom has seen this show before
Hmm.
where
mhm.
she becomes super dramatic.
If she does not show up to that wedding, she is a true douchebag.
Dude, that's when you go, you're dead to me. Dude, don't ever
Yes.
show your face here ever again.
I felt like Gabe was handling it really well when he first saw the message, but then, right, it started to really affect him maybe when it was sinking in. He started to cry about it. But when he said, I'm not going to let her do this to me, blah, blah, I was like, good for you, Gabe. This sounds like some good therapy talk that you've had. But then at the end, it got him. And I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
it always gets you. There's no escape.
he was saying some great things. Like, yes, Gabe, yes. So I'm not
Yeah,
going to let her do this to me anymore. Not on this day. Good job, Gabe.
which
But
we
then
find
I
out that uh Isabel, who might now be an unhappy bride because Gabe is late, not helping, and is in nowhere to be found.
poor Isabel. Oh my gosh.
So this woman's about to be pissed off that
Mm.
she's gonna be in this wedding by herself with Gabe like coming by Zoom.
And Gabe, he's crazy. He doesn't think things through. Like he forgot all of his birth certificate stuff. He forgot the main stamp for his company underwear. He forgot it in the US. It's like, she's probably like, oh my God, he's gonna flake to our wedding. She said, all I needed him to do was take a shot. I did everything, okay? I planned the place, the food, the decorations, the dresses, got my parents here, picked up whatever. All he had to do was get dressed and show up.
Couldn't even do that.
No. Oh gosh. But yes, this was good. This was that's some deep family drama right there between Gabe and his sister. That's like
Mm. Yeah, but it definitely paints her in a bad light. I think she
oh
she
yeah.
has she has motive, like to just not be great to Gabe. If she's been doing that to all of his relationships, I would be so frustrated already. Yeah, I'd probably be like, I would have cut her off already.
Right. Right.
So will Gabe make it to the wedding?
Yes.
He'll be like
Well,
10 minutes late.
will the sister make it?
She'll show up.
You think so?
They
I think
Yeah,
always
they
so.
do.
yeah, they
Yeah.
troll us. They do troll us.
I'm sure the
What
mom called and being like, you can't fucking do this right now. I'm gonna fuck you up.
What do you think, Will? You think she's gonna show up?
I think she's gonna show up. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say she's
No.
not showing up.
She's
Mhm.
gonna show up. She's gonna be like, "I'm so sorry for the things that I said.
I love you, Isabel. You're my
I just care
sister.
so much about you, Gabriel. I don't want you to get hurt." That's what she's gonna say.
You know that she's like about. I mean, come on. You can look at Isabel and know that she's a good, sweet girl,
Hmm. I agree.
a decent, sweet girl. All right, that's all of them. This is actually a really good episode. I liked it. I was entertained. I did not fall asleep through 1 second of it.
Do you
Like
normally
I
fall
usually
asleep
do.
through it? It takes 6 days to watch one episode.
Yes.
Mhm.
No, this one was good. This season has been good.
Yeah, I think so.
Way better than Happily Ever After.
I can't even
Yeah.
remember Happily Ever After.
It was bad. It was just
Other than the
Angela,
fights.
Michael.
There's just so many fights.
Yeah. It's too much drama. Even for 90 Day.
Yeah.
All right. So with that said, thank you to everybody. Give us a 5-star review. We really appreciate it. If you haven't left a review, please do so on our podcast app you use. It really helps us keep creating the podcast. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, B. Anything else?
Ooh, see you next time with a finale episode.
And I will see you both at lunch tomorrow or
All
Saturday,
right.
whenever it is.
Sounds good. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.